Breaking news, Wikileaks just blew the lid off Robert Mueller and unbelievable felony he committed. The swamp rats in DC are scurrying, after news broke that the FISA memo that proved their illegal acts of sabotage against our president would soon be released. Robert Mueller and his minions are all being swept up in this scandal, where members of the House on Thursday said they reviewed shocking contents of a classified memo in a scandal that will soon be bigger than Watergate. But unfortunately for Robert Mueller, it looks like Christmas came early. As America anxiously awaits for the FISA memo to drop, Wikileaks has dropped their own bombshell that put slimy Robert Mueller right at the center of another DC scandal. We've learned in recent weeks the unbelievable act of treason Hillary Clinton committed while serving as Obama's Secretary of State, where she transferred 20% of our uranium to Russia. With unsettling signs of Hillary's massive Uranium One cover-up emerging several weeks ago, Wikileaks has now stepped in, revealing that Robert Mueller is at the helm of this historic scandal where he personally carried out Hillary's illegal Uranium One deal. Wikileaks has released a classified U.S. State Department from 2009 that appears to prove Special Counsel Robert Mueller, head of the Trump/Russia probe, once supplied the Russians with nuclear material, Huffington Post reported. NTD.TV reports. A stream of news articles has exposed that many key officials pushing the Trump-Russia narrative are themselves tied to Russia. This includes figures leading the Russia investigations. Under inspection now are the actions and financial ties of Robert Mueller, the special counsel investigating whether the Trump team colluded with Russia in the 2016 elections. Rather than intervene in Russia's push to gain control over America's uranium, Mueller took part in the deals. When Mueller was director of the FBI, the agency was investigating a Russian campaign to grow its nuclear energy business in the United States. The Hill reported on October 17 that the Russian campaign was using bribery, kickbacks, extortion, and money laundering. As the FBI watched, the campaign led Russia to the Clintons, and to a deal that gave Russia control of 20% of America's uranium with its purchase of mining company Uranium One. The Hill reported more details on these transactions, and stated Russian nuclear officials routed millions of dollars to the United States designed to benefit former President Bill Clinton's charitable foundation, and notes the payments were made while Hillary Clinton served on a government body that provided a favorable decision to Moscow. The FBI, which was led by Special Counsel Mueller from 2001 to 2013, was allegedly aware of Russia's interests in the Clintons. In a follow-up story on October 22, The Hill revealed that as Hillary Clinton was starting her job as Secretary of State under the Obama administration, federal agents observed as multiple arms of Vladimir Putin's machine unleashed an influence campaign designed to win access to the new Secretary of State, her husband Bill Clinton, and members of their inner circle. The article cites interviews and FBI records. It adds that some of the Russian activities observed by FBI agents in 2009 and 2010 were covered and illegal. It also adds that when Russia's Renaissance capital paid the Clinton Foundation, the FBI agents were surprised by the timing and size of a $500,000 check. An unnamed source familiar with the FBI evidence told The Hill that there is not one shred of doubt from the evidence that we had that the Russians had set their sights on Hillary Clinton's circle, because she was the quarterback of the Obama-Russian reset strategy and the assumed successor to Obama as president. While Trump does everything in his power to drain the swamp, the task has been increasingly difficult, as Obama and Hillary's minions are riddled throughout the White House, constantly doing the bidding of the previous administration, and actively blocking federal investigations. But one federal judge is done playing around. Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton warns that this massive document dump will expose even more corruption from the deep state, warning that this tsunami of information will be something Hillary and Obama won't be able to defend themselves against. Conservative Daily Post reported. With several investigations into former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's corruption already yielding results, Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton warns that a tsunami of information is set to expose even more corruption from the deep state. On Tuesday, Fitton tweeted that even more corruption scandals from the Obama administration are about to be released, noting that the Justice Department handed over 1.2 million documents to Congress as part of the congressional probe into DOJ corruption prior to the 2016 presidential election. During his interview on Fox News with host Sean Hannity, Fitton said he believed the slew of corruption scandals involving both Obama and Clinton were going to be exposed very soon. It looks like the time for Mueller and his team of morons' reckless and illegal antics are quickly coming to an end. Not only is his entire investigation into Trump being dismantled, but he's being swept up in the biggest scandal in US history with this Uranium One deal.